In just 60 minutes, a simple power outage can turn your safe neighborhood into a danger zone. While most people light candles and wait for the lights to come back on, they're unknowingly making deadly mistakes that could cost them everything. Today, I'm going to reveal the 8 most dangerous blackout blunders that turn survival situations into disasters, and more importantly, how to avoid every single one of them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do in those critical first moments when the grid goes down. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we turn everyday people into prepared survivors. If you're ready to protect yourself and your family when disaster strikes, hit that like button and subscribe for more life-saving preparedness tips. When the lights go out, there's a dangerous psychology that kicks in. Most people make their first deadly mistake within minutes, and it sets them up for disaster. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Picture this. The power goes out in your neighborhood. What's the first thing most people do? They grab a beer, light some candles, and think, hey, this is kind of nice and peaceful. The power will probably be back on soon anyway. This is mistake number 8, and it's absolutely lethal. This is what disaster psychologists call normalcy bias, the brain's tendency to assume that tomorrow will look just like today. It's the same reason thousands of people stayed behind during Hurricane Katrina thinking it couldn't be that bad. It's why families in Puerto Rico wasted precious hours after the hurricane waiting for stores to reopen, only to find empty shelves. And it's why during the 2021 Texas freeze, people assumed the power would return any minute. By the time they realized it wouldn't, their pipes had burst and their homes had frozen. Here's the brutal truth. The first 60 minutes of any blackout are golden. They're your only chance to get ahead of the crowd before panic sets in. While everyone else is relaxing and waiting, you need to be filling every bathtub and container with water, charging every device you own, securing your supplies, and establishing your communication plan. Don't wait. Every hour you waste brings you closer to desperation. In a blackout, survival belongs to those who hustle, not those who nap. Now let's talk about mistake number 7, running your generator like it's a music festival. Generators can be lifesavers, but they're not magic boxes with unlimited power. Most people fire them up and run them continuously, burning through fuel like they have an endless supply. Here's a reality check. A 5,000-watt generator can consume 18 gallons of gasoline per day. That's more fuel than most people have in their entire garage. And when gas stations lose power, you're in serious trouble. During Hurricane Sandy, New Yorkers waited in 6-hour lines for fuel, if they could find any at all. Fuel becomes the first currency to collapse in any prolonged outage. But there's an even deadlier problem with generator misuse: carbon monoxide. Every year, dozens of people die because they run generators in garages, near doors, or under windows. Carbon monoxide is invisible, odorless, and it will kill you without warning. The smart approach: run your generator in scheduled bursts, just long enough to cool your fridge, charge your batteries, and power absolute essentials. Store fuel safely and rotate your supply regularly. Never assume gas stations will reopen before you run out. And always run your generator outdoors, at least 20 feet away from any doors or windows. Mistake number 6 is leaving your home completely exposed. When the lights go out, it's not just about losing power inside your house. When streetlights fail and security systems go dark, the rules outside change completely. Darkness becomes an invitation for opportunists and desperate people alike. During the 1977 New York City blackout, over 1,600 stores were looted and 1,000 fires were set in less than 24 hours.
And this wasn't just in the rough neighborhoods. It happened everywhere. Even in small towns, theft spikes dramatically when security systems fail and police response slows down. You need to lock everything, every door, every window, even the ones you think no one could possibly reach. Close all your blinds and curtains to prevent any light from escaping, and advertising that you have power or supplies. If you don't have battery-powered motion sensors, even a simple whistle or noisemaker by your doors can serve as a deterrent. Most importantly, connect with your neighbors immediately. The safest neighborhoods during blackouts are the ones where people watch out for each other. Let's move to mistake number 5, treating batteries like they're bottomless. In the adrenaline rush of a blackout, people turn on every flashlight, lantern, and radio they own. It feels good to have light everywhere, but by the next morning, half of those devices are completely dead. Batteries are not endless, and once stores sell out, replacements become nearly impossible to find. Here's something most people don't realize. A standard LED flashlight can burn through a pair of AA batteries in just 6 to 8 hours of continuous use. FEMA recommends having enough batteries for 72 hours, but most households fall drastically short of this requirement. The solution is smart task lighting. Use one central lantern in your main room and headlamps only when you need to move around. Invest in solar lanterns, crank-powered lights, and rechargeable power banks. Store your spare batteries in a cool, dry place and rotate your stock regularly. Here's a pro tip that could save your life. Tape a fresh set of batteries to each of your devices right now. When you're fumbling around in complete darkness, you'll thank yourself for this simple preparation. Mistake number 4 is believing your refrigerator is some kind of magic cold box. Many people assume their fridge and freezer will keep food safe indefinitely after the power goes out. This is a dangerous illusion that can make you seriously sick, or worse. The moment your power goes out, the clock starts ticking. Perishable food kept above 40 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 2 hours enters what food safety experts call the danger zone, where bacteria multiply at dangerous rates. By 4 hours, everything in your fridge becomes suspect. By 48 hours, your frozen food is likely spoiled unless the door has remained completely sealed. Here's the scary part. You can't see or smell this danger. Food may look perfectly fine and smell normal, but still be crawling with bacteria that could put you in the hospital. You need to consolidate all perishables into the coldest parts of your fridge and freezer immediately. Use a thermometer to monitor temperatures so you know exactly when food becomes unsafe. Eat your perishables in order. Dairy products first, then meat, then frozen goods as they thaw. Keep coolers and frozen water bottles ready to extend the life of your most important food supplies. Now we get to mistake number 3, and this one kills people every single year. Cooking indoors with outdoor gear. When the power goes out and people can't use their electric stove, someone always gets the bright idea to bring a charcoal grill, propane stove, or even build a small fire inside the house. This is absolutely deadly. These devices produce carbon monoxide, which is invisible, odorless, and lethal. The CDC reports over 400 accidental carbon monoxide deaths each year in the United States, and many of these happen during blackouts when people make desperate cooking decisions. Carbon monoxide binds to your red blood cells 200 times more effectively than oxygen. You'll lose consciousness with little warning, and death can follow quickly. Never, ever use outdoor cooking gear indoors. Cook outside at least 20 feet away from any doors and windows. If you must cook indoors, invest in safe options like canned heat, sterno fuel, alcohol stoves, or electric hot plates powered by battery banks.
And always keep a battery-powered carbon monoxide detector in your home. It could be the difference between life and death. Mistake number 2 is ignoring temperature control until it's far too late. Without heating or air conditioning, your house will quickly match whatever the temperature is outside. In summer heat waves, indoor temperatures can soar into triple digits within 24 hours. In winter conditions, your house can drop below freezing by the next morning. During the 2021 Texas winter storm, over 240 people died, and many of them died inside their own homes. During the 1995 Chicago heat wave, over 700 people died in less than a week, mostly seniors who waited too long to take action on temperature control. The moment your power goes out, you need to focus on insulation immediately. In winter, close all curtains and blinds, hang blankets or emergency foil over windows to reflect heat back inside, seal any cracks or gaps with towels, and create warm zones in just 1 or 2 rooms where everyone stays together. In summer, block all sunlight immediately, keep blinds and curtains closed during the day, and only open windows at night when the air is cooler. Don't wait until you're already cold or overheated to take these actions. By then, it may be too late. Finally, we reach mistake number 1, the universal blunder that costs more lives than any other: wasting the critical first hour. This is the most common and most costly mistake people make. When the lights go out, most people light a candle, sit back, and wait to see if the power comes back on. They treat this first hour like free time. By the time they finally decide the blackout is serious and they need to act, it's often too late. Stores are empty, gas stations are closed, and the entire neighborhood is in chaos. During the 2003 Northeast blackout, grocery stores experienced massive shortages, traffic completely gridlocked, and ATMs failed within just 3 hours. After Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, water lines stretched for miles within a single day. Here's your survival strategy. The moment the power goes out, assume it will be down for a minimum of 3 days. Act immediately like this is a serious emergency, because it very well might be. Fill every container you own with water: bathtubs, pots, buckets, bottles, everything. Cook any perishable food that's about to spoil. Gather all your supplies in one central location. Secure every entry point to your home. Check on elderly or vulnerable neighbors before roads become impassable or communication completely fails. Don't wait and see what happens. Don't assume this will be over quickly. The first hour after a blackout is your only head start over everyone else. Use it wisely because your life may depend on it. When the lights go out, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your preparation. Everyone is vulnerable to these blackout mistakes, but the difference between those who survive and thrive versus those who struggle and suffer is simple. Who took action before the darkness hit? Your homework starts right now. Stock up on at least 3 days worth of food, water, batteries, and fuel. Make a plan for how you'll communicate with family, how you'll cook safely, and how you'll stay warm or cool. Secure your home with manual locks, window coverings, and backup security measures. Get to know your neighbors and establish a mutual aid plan. A blackout is more than just an inconvenience. It's a test of your readiness, your discipline, and your ability to adapt when everything familiar disappears. Don't wait until you're standing in a dark, cold house with spoiled food and dead batteries to realize you had a choice. Your survival doesn't depend on luck. It depends on what you do right now before the lights go out. If this video opened your eyes to how unprepared most people really are, hit that like button and subscribe to Prep Pantry for more life-saving preparedness content. Your future self will thank you when you're the one who's ready when disaster strikes.